Folks, the condo market is taking a beating, and I don't just mean financially. I'll get into that in the latest home prices and insights for condos across the GTA for week ending September 18th, 2024. You know, on this channel, on this specific day that we're talking about condos, we talk about everything when it comes to condos. When we talk about pricing, and it's not just here, but in the media in general, it's widespread knowledge that condo prices are taking a beating. They're way down. Plus, on this channel, I'll talk about aspects of the condo lifestyle, waiting for elevators, for example, and it's negative. And I'll talk about maintenance fees have gone up, and that's negative. And there's all sorts of other shows I've done of what to watch out for, what to be careful for, or negative situations that our clients have experienced living in condos or buying condos and so forth. All that negative press and those negative conversations have spilled over into the condo lifestyle. And I just want to be clear, I think the condo lifestyle is awesome. I'm not negative at all on condo ownership. It's not for everybody, just like owning a detached is not for everybody. Owning a semi or a townhouse is not for everybody. Condo lifestyle is the same thing. It may fit your needs to a T, and that's what you should do. I'll give you an example. My mother, she couldn't on her own stay in the house anymore. It was just too much work, too much to do, too much responsibility. It was too big, and financially a burden on my mother being alone. This condo that she's in, she absolutely loves it. It's a simple, easy lifestyle for her, way less in expenses to maintain, fewer, her property taxes are way lower than owning a home. She locks the door, goes on a trip, she has friends inside the condo, and we feel better that she's in a condo, even just for security reasons, because the condo has the security down at the bottom there. When you walk in, it's different than her being alone in a house. But she's at the retirement, age. It's at the older side of the age spectrum. There's also the other side, the younger folks that are out there that either they're coupled up and are just getting started in their life. Would they love to be able to buy a detached for $600,000-700,000? For sure, but where are they going to do that? Out, like way out of town somewhere? Maybe. That's not going to work for them. But they also maybe don't want to spend their weekends cutting the grass and maintaining this and that and shoveling snow every day. The condo lifestyle suits a lot of newer people getting into the market, newer people getting into the adult lifestyle of being on their own and leaving the family home. It's just the natural progression of things as far as living on your own. The condo lifestyle has absolutely nothing to do with where condo prices are today. I also am still very much against a little tiny 600 square foot condo and they put 2 bedrooms, and I'm also still against a little crack in a wall they call a den. I think that's wrong, and I'll never stop complaining about that. But the lifestyle, and if you have the right floor plan, and that's for a lot of people, the condo lifestyle is just perfect for them. So all this to say, the condo lifestyle suits you, awesome, good for you. If it doesn't suit you, well, that's okay too. It doesn't mean condos are negative. If you feel this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. And if you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. There's a link up here. There's a link below this video in the description. The link is to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. We're talking about condo prices. For the City of Toronto, for York Region, and for Peel Region, these are average sold prices. Many times, average sold prices are spread out. Toronto, York Region, and then Peel as far as, what the average prices really are. But this week, prices are a little bit closer together than we normally see for week ending September 18th. We're going to start off with the City of Toronto. Now, in this fall market, and we're just at the very beginning, in the detached market for many neighborhoods, we have seen a spike in activity, a spike in sales. We're not seeing it in the condo market. So for week ending September 18th, 163 condos were sold. 13 of those were at $1 million or more. Sales still seem like they're trending down. If you look at week ending September 4th, it's easy to say, well, what do you mean? They're actually way up from that week. Yeah, they were, but that was the Labor Day week, and then usually we see a drop in activity. So let's forget that. Overall, sales seem to still be trending down in the condo market. Average sold price, $686,000. Overall, prices seem to be trending down. 686 is 8% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 6% lower year over year. And for a while, I'm saying overall prices seem to be trending down. But when we look a little bit closer and we look at the dotted line, which is a 4-week moving average, it may seem that over the last 4 or 5 weeks, prices maybe are a little bit flat. 163 were sold, 30% sold at list price or more. 913 were listed. Active listings is starting to climb again. We're now at 5,529 condos available for sale. I'm just going to go back one window here. So 163 were sold, but you're choosing from, or we had available for sale, 5,529. Big difference. Months of inventory climbed up a bit. We're at 7.8 months of inventory. Pretty much a buyer's market, right? Anything over 5 months we say is a buyer's market. Well, 7.8 definitely puts you in the buyer's market category. So here's the City of Toronto broken down into 9 different sections. For the whole city, months of inventory sitting at 7.8. Well, Scarborough, let's look at that. We're at 7.2 months of inventory. There's 593 active listings. When we look at the sales versus active listings, really in Scarborough, for this week that just passed, September 18th, 3.2% of the condos available for sale actually sold. And I've got those numbers for a lot of the different areas here. If we look at Etobicoke, much better. 4% of the condos available for sale sold, and 5.6 of the months of inventory there. Uptown, 2.6%. Only 2.6% of the condos available for sale actually sold for week ending September 18th. Midtown, 2.9% sold. Downtown, the lion's share of condo activity, only 1.8% of the condos available for sale sold. York Region condos, 44 condos were sold. So sales look like they're picking up there. And I drew a line across. There's not a lot of weeks, well, since spring, since May, there's 44. There's only been one other week that did 44, and all the other weeks we've sold less than 44 in a single week. So for week ending September 18th, pretty good week for condo sales for York Region. 44 were sold. One of those was at $1 million or more. Average sold price up a little bit from the previous week. It's now at $665,000. And if I draw a straight line across, 665 is on the lower end of where prices have been for most of the year. Compared to last year, 665 is 11% lower year over year. The median price is 8% lower. And if we kind of look at the dotted line, the 4-week moving average, and I'm looking at this 1 week here where September 4th, where average prices jumped up, and that really has to, average is obviously a combination of the properties that get sold, but sometimes when we chart these on a weekly basis, we get some numbers that don't quite fit into the spectrum. So if we kind of get rid of this, it would show average prices kind of sort of trending down a bit more. 44 were sold, only 11% sold at list price or more. 158 were listed. Active listings is climbing, so there's more condos available for sale. Months of inventory did come down to 5 months of inventory, so right at the border, but what we would consider a balanced market and a buyer's market. Here's Peel Region condos. 27 condos were sold. 2 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price is $616,000. 616 is 1% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 1% higher. 27 were sold. 15% of those sold at list price or more. 163 were listed. Active listings is climbing. Now that's a common theme right now. Active listings is increasing. So lots of sellers have come on board and said, hey, I'm for sale. The buyers have not necessarily come with the same vigor as the sellers. There's way more properties available for sale and more have come on versus how many buyers have actually decided to jump back in. Months of inventory for Peel Region condos is sitting at 7.4. When we have a quick summary here, last year versus this year, huge difference for condo markets. 7.8 is where the City of Toronto is sitting right now at months of inventory. This time last year was 5.3 months of inventory. Big difference. York Region, last year 3.7. Today we're at 5 months of inventory. Peel Region, this time last year, 5.4 months of inventory. We're now at 7.4 months of inventory. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.